What's going on, everyone? AD here. Welcome back to more Kenshi. If you didn't see the previous episode, we've left the city of Moonshine with both squads and headed their own separate ways. One squad to the west, another squad to the east. With our Moonshine squad, we were up in the Shrieking Forest in the north, fighting the Shrieking Bandits, and then we headed south towards Last Stand, where we're fighting a bunch of skin spiders. As you can see, we're getting attacked constantly by these things. But we are killing them pretty much every time we encounter them. They aren't doing too much damage to us, so I think in this episode we're going to head back with both squads to Moonshine because we've got a lot of stuff to do, building some new buildings and so forth in Moonshine. The Scavenger Squad has been attacked by blood raiders. As you can see, we've kind of got the area littered with corpses, but this squad as well is going to head out, meet the other squad back in Moonshine as well. Alright, let's head out, guys. We got a long journey ahead of us. We gotta head east. Actually, no, we're pretty close. Northeast. Going the wrong way. Gotta go through the swamps. As you can tell, Henry has been, he's grown into an elder now. So he is no longer an adult. He's now an elder. He's going to do a lot more damage. So that's really good. I didn't know that. I think what happened is now that the days don't reset when you import, I think it's actually allowing bone dogs to raise and mature into the elder status. Whereas before, I think because it might have actually just been a change in the patch notes that they haven't done. Something they didn't mention, but they did or changed. I don't really know. I'm glad that bone dogs can now reach an elder status after a certain amount of time. Now, one of the things to note with any sort of animals is that they have a full age. The animals will age after a certain amount of days. So, like, it could be like a bone dog has 60 to 80 days or something like that before they fully mature as an elder. So what that means is basically the bone dog is going to get better every day, and their stats are going to increase over time until they reach their full maturity. So that's pretty cool. Looks like we've encountered some red sabers. Okay. Bring it on, boys. These guys are literally no match for us. We're doing so much damage. Wow, nice job, Hayes. Look at that, 44 damage already. We literally just crushed these dudes. We are getting stronger, so we're going to be taking on the Holy Nation fairly soon. We're going to be probably assaulting them and stuff. And getting into some larger scale battles. Alright, kill all the river raptors. The swamp raptors, kill them all. I hate these things. There you go. Nicely done. Hammerstein is getting chewed up here. Oh, Watson's down. Well done. Somebody heal Watson. Oh, we're out of a Torquinator. You don't have a oh, you got plenty of skeleton repair kits. Oh, we got blood spiders incoming. There we go. Alright, come along, Watson. We got stuff to do. Oh, wait. Kill this thing. Let's see. Do we need the leather? Maybe we should take the leather while we're here. Alright, we'll take a little bit of leather in case we need it. We got a lot of crafting to do. Oh, what do we got here now? Swamp ninjas. You don't want none of this, swamp ninjas. Oh, there went somebody's limb. Wow. That guy is screwed. We're gonna leave him to the blood spiders. Nice job, Lee. Nicely done. Alright. Leave him to the blood spiders. Oh! Wow, hold on a second. That's a lot of blood spiders. Oh, they're feeding on a swamp ninja. Alright, let's do it. Lady Sharky doing the most damage with her weapon. Wow. Oh, Amistein's down. She had a lot of chest damage before. Alright guys, let's get out of here. Let's heal up Amistine. We got more enemies. Band of Bones now. Alright, come on Amistine. Let's go fight these guys down here. We don't like the Band of Bones. We're just gonna kill them anytime we see them. Oh, there's somebody's foot. Honestly, I can't... I don't even remember this game before Blood and Dismemberment. That's all I can think of these days when I play Kenshi. It makes the game so much better, having Blood and Dismemberment. That was like the one thing that I really was glad that well, two things. The two things that I'm glad that they implemented in this game, because it just is so primed for it. With all the battles you get into, it just makes every battle satisfying. We finally made it back to the walls of Moonshine. We've got two big things and swamp raptors duking it out over here. Alright, let's kill all these guys and take back our base. Looks like everything's good to go in here. Alright, kill these swamp raptors. Good job, guys. Alright. Everybody is starving here. We went out, we went a long time without food. So, everybody's gonna need to eat something here. Go for it, guys. Torquinator's good. Lee, you need some food, man. Alright, we're gonna hang out here and rest while we get the, see what the other squad is up to. Mop Bucket began to pick the lock to Lord Oda's residence while trying to stay out of sight. Hing was a busy city, which made stealing difficult. Luckily, Lord Oda's home sat on a hill overlooking the city below. An amazing view for a noble, but an even better location for a thief. Nobles often had more advanced doors, which made them harder to pick. Mop Bucket never seemed to have a problem with these kind of locks before. Maybe it was the thought that there was something about this job that didn't seem quite right. A few days ago, Mop Bucket went to see Bosco, his contact in the Shinobi Thieves Guild. Bosco always had work, and Mop Bucket needed to repay his outstanding debt. A few jobs had gone south, and Mop Bucket had been trying to claw his way back to even ever since. "If you pull off this job, you can consider your debt paid," Bosco declared. "Don't screw it up." Mop Bucket rolled his eyes. "Get in, steal the vase, get out. I got it. I'll be back when I have it." "If only I could pick this damned lock," Mop Bucket snapped. After a few more twists with the lockpick, the door began to open. Mop Bucket creeped inside and closed the door behind him. Mop Bucket looked around. Lord Oda's chambers would be on the second level, no doubt. Mop Bucket crept silently up the stairs, sticking to the shadows wherever possible. As Mop Bucket reached the top of the stairs, he could hear loud snoring coming from a room down the hallway and decided to follow the noise. Lord Oda was fast asleep, with the occasional snoring to mask Mop Bucket's activities. Taking out his lockpicks, Mop Bucket began to pick the lock to the chest by Lord Oda's bedpost. With a soft click, the chest opened. Inside was the pearl vase Mop Bucket was tasked with stealing. "Easy as green fruit," Mop Bucket whispered. Suddenly, Lord Oda leapt out of bed, yelling at the top of his lungs, "Guards! Intruder!" Mop Bucket tried to reach for the vase, but his hand slipped over its smooth surface. He would have to leave it. Mop Bucket began to run. Lord Oda and his guards funneled into the hallway, stumbling over one another, trying to get down the stairs. Mop Bucket could hear the cries from the guards behind him as he ran. He needed to leave the city, and fast. The guards at the front gate wouldn't be looking for him, at least for an hour, after word got around that Lord Oda's chambers were broken into. Mop Bucket would have to leave the United City's territory, at least until things died down. He had no idea where he was headed, except somewhere far to the west. Vainpire was admiring the day as he cast his fishing rod out over the docks into the water. He had been catching thin fish all day. All he wanted was to catch one grand fish for dinner. His wife made the best grand fish steaks, and it's been a while since he had them. Vainpire's home was on the outskirts of a fishing village along the northern coast. Most of the fishermen kept to themselves and would travel into town to sell their catch of the day to travelers. Fishing was a simple life, but you still needed to know how to protect yourself. There will always be someone or something out there trying to do you harm. Vainpire grabbed his bucket of fish and hung them on the fish rack. He let out a sigh as he grabbed the empty bucket. No grand fish today, I guess. There's always tomorrow. As dusk approached, Vainpire headed towards home. In the distance, Vainpire noticed a cannibal lying on the ground outside of his house. Upon inspecting the corpse, it looked like the man had been stabbed through the chest. "Jane!" Vainpire screamed, running up the stairs and inside the home. Another cannibal laid motionless inside his home. Dead, Vainpire confirmed. His wife had put up a fight, but she was gone. He had to find her before it was too late. Vainpire packed a few supplies and headed out the door. He noticed a third cannibal in the distance lying in a pool of their own blood. They must have went northeast, Vainpire thought. At least she left me a trail to follow. Vainpire could see his village in the distance as he neared the top of a hill on the east side of the coast. He was going further and further into cannibal territory. He had to be getting close to one of the cannibal villages. A trail of blood littered the ground, leading towards a fire pit that lit up the night. When Vainpire approached, the look of horror came across his face as he noticed his wife's dismembered body lying in a pool of her own blood. "Jane!" Vainpire cried, looking down upon his wife. He had no words, only the tears that streamed down his face. When Vainpire composed himself, he picked up what was left of his wife and carried her away. The next morning, Vainpire placed the last rock over his wife's grave, his hands turning into fists. "They are going to pay, every last one of them," Vainpire vowed. With one last glance at his wife's grave, Vainpire began to run towards the smoke in the distance, where he hoped the cannibals would be. His agony became his fuel. As Vainpire ran down the mountain, he could see his future victims unaware of his presence. The cannibal village resided at the bottom of the mountain. It contained many prisoner cages where those who were captured were eaten alive, piece by piece. Vainpire's roar was long and loud. He could feel the ground shaking beneath his footsteps. He was death, coming to take their lives. Vainpire engaged the cannibals, swinging his sword at anyone who came into range. He wasn't an expert with a blade, but that didn't matter. The only thing that mattered to him was that he killed as many as he could. A cannibal sliced Vainpire's left arm, making it impossible for him to hold his sword with two hands. More and more cannibals joined the fight, slicing at him with every opportunity. "You filthy animals, burn you!" Vainpire shouted. A series of blows came all at once, slicing Vainpire's arm clean off. "Ah!" Vainpire screamed, falling to the ground, unconscious. The cannibals picked Vainpire up and threw him in a prisoner cage where they would gnaw on him when they were ready. Little did Vampire know he had given them a temporary snack as a few cannibals ran off to eat his arm. Blood began to fill Vampire's cage. He would soon be dead. Perhaps it was meant to be. Two figures began to emerge in the distance, running towards the cannibal village. It was Night Fury and Cryo Assassin, the brothers who had turned bounty hunters. "Come on, you filthy cannibals, come and get us!" Night Fury yelled. A dozen cannibals rushed to confront them, forcing Cryo Assassin to pull out his blade and engage in close quarters along with his brother. Night Fury and his brother were more experienced in combat than the cannibals, and didn't allow many attacks to get through. As the cannibals surrounded them, their attacks began to become more wild, swinging in every direction, hoping to catch more than one attacker off guard. Night Fury cut through the cannibals like a knife through butter. They stood no chance against the swiftness of his blade. Cryo Assassin found himself in trouble as a number of attacks began to cut through his armor. "Keep them busy!" Night Fury shouted. "Easier said than done!" Cryo Assassin yelled back. While the cannibals were distracted with his brother, Night Fury ran to the cage where Vampire was bleeding out. He had to bandage his wounds to keep him from dying. When Night Fury looked back, he could see his brother being carried by a cannibal, charging directly at him. Night Fury pulled out his crossbow and fired. The bolt struck the cannibal right in the gut, giving him enough time to switch to his sword and finish him off. Cryo Assassin woke from consciousness when his body hit the ground. "Thanks for the save." Cryo Assassin shook his brother's hand. "Anytime," Night Fury replied. "Let's get this guy out of here before more cannibals come." Night Fury removed Vampire from the cage and picked him up. As the brothers walked back up the mountain, the moans from the dying cannibals echoed throughout the valley. Even though Vampire was unconscious, their discomfort satisfied his dreams. The next morning, Vampire woke from his deep sleep. He noticed two Scorchlanders chatting by a fire. "Am I dead?" Vampire asked. Night Fury turned with a smile on his face. "Far from it, friend." Vampire tried to pick himself up, but couldn't. "I can't get up," Vampire muttered. "Here, let me help you," Night Fury said, helping Vampire to his feet. Vampire realized why he couldn't get up. Both of his arms were gone. "My arms!" Vampire screamed. "What happened to my arms?" Both brothers explained that Vampire received significant damage to his arms during the battle with the cannibals, causing him to lose them. "Why didn't you both just let me die?" Vampire asked. "I wanted to," Cryo Assassin shrugged, "but my brother was moved by your courage." Night Fury nodded his head. "It takes a lot of guts to charge into a cannibal village without a care in the world. We could use someone like that. I used to care about someone, but she's gone now. They killed her," Vampire sobbed. Night Fury frowned. "Our condolences. If you want to throw your life away, we won't stop you a second time. Truth be told, there's a lot of evil people out there. My brother and I bring them to justice." "What do you mean?" Vampire replied. "We are bounty hunters. We hunt down evil people and turn them in for a reward," Night Fury explained. "As a matter of fact, we were on our way into deeper cannibal territory. There are rumors that a cannibal grand wizard is calling the shots out there. We plan to bring him in. Care to tag along?" Vampire pondered the offer before speaking. "I'm not much help without arms." Night Fury smiled and dug into his backpack until he pulled out two robotic arms. "Here, put these on." Vampire could feel the phantom pain disappear as his new robotic limbs connected into his body. He felt like a new man. He would not let what happened to his wife happen to someone else. The trio packed up their camp and began walking west towards the cannibal plains. Night Fury cracked a joke on how he had to rescue his brother from the cannibals, smacking him on the side playfully. Their voices became muffled as Vampire smiled. He had a second chance to rid the world of the cannibals and other evil people. This time, he wouldn't fail. The desert howled as sand swept across the ground and into the air. Mr. Wolf stood staring into the fireplace, meditating like he usually did every evening. The bodies of blood bandits littered the sand. They were no match for him. Mr. Wolf made a fist with his robotic arm. He was tired of the weaklings the clan had been facing recently. It was time for him to grow stronger and prove with a series of trials that tested his might. He would seek out the toughest opponents in the world and defeat them, or die trying. He would be the best martial artist in the world. The clan gathered for dinner just in time to see Mr. Wolf packing his bags, ready to head out. Mr. Wolf squeezed a fist and tapped himself on the chest as a sign of respect. With a nod, he turned and began to walk away into the desert. The clan yelled their goodbyes and wished him good luck. Mr. Killer stood silently and watched from a distance, wondering where Mr. Wolf was headed. Alright, so we're gonna head out with the scavenger squad. Mr. Wolf has left to go on his own journey. We might see him again at some point in the future. Have to wait and see as the story unfolds. But we're gonna head out and we're gonna head south and probably west towards Black Desert City. Maybe we'll stop in there and sell some of these beak thing eggs that we have and try to make some money. We noticed that there's somebody headed towards us as we were on our way to the way station. Somebody's running as fast as they can towards our group, headed west out of the United States territory. Who is this? This is Mop Bucket. Mop Bucket is fleeing from the United Cities, especially fleeing from Lord Ota, who he tried to steal from, and he was caught. And now the United Cities are looking for him. So we are going to offer him sanctuary in Moonshine. Welcome aboard, Mop Bucket. Mop Bucket is another one of my Patreon members, and he is especially sneaky. He's got 83 stealth, 22 lockpicking, and 81 athletics, so he's pretty good at the thiefy stuff. Still got to work on his lockpicking, but we're going to need somebody with high stealth in the future. Looks like we've got some slaver caravan guards. Let's take them out. Got a lot of crossbowmen here. Mop Bucket doesn't really have many fighting skills here. He's gonna need to train. There you go, Mr. Killer. Well done. Alright, Mop Bucket, why don't you grab a ranger weapon? And we don't need their faction uniform, I don't think. Alright, I've outfitted Mop Bucket here with a standard ranger crossbow with some bolts and also a longsword. So, pretty cool. Alright, let's head out. We gotta get back to Moonshine. We've got a lot of stuff to do here. Well, we made it through the Deadlands with in one piece. A couple people wounded here. Magnus took the most of it because he's got 0 acid protection, but we're still alive, and we're headed back towards Moonshine now. This is so badass. You can see our Coliseum. You can see our arena, the Thunderdome, and Moonshine from here. That's so far away still. It's so amazing. Alright, we finally made it back to Moonshine. Well done. Go get some food, guys. You've earned it after that journey. What's going on, fellas? Welcome. It's been a while since we've been together as a team and as a clan. Alright, so one of the things that I wanted to do and get started with here is I want to... What the hell? What is this? We've got dust bandits on our freaking turrets. Alright, we can't have that. I'm gonna murder these guys. Oh! Damn, I got hit for 92 damage. We can't let them confiscate our turrets. Oh, dude, do you see his leg go flying? Kill this guy. Don't let him get away. Oh, there you go, Yeflin. I don't know why my character was just standing there. Alright, that guy is dead. Okay, perfect. Good job. Well done. Alright. The first thing I want to do here, before we get... I got a lot of building to do. Alright, get everybody out of here. Come here, Magnus. Just be my guy for a second. Let's see. We got our tables downstairs. Upstairs, I want to put a couple beds. Let's go interior. Do we have skeleton beds researched? Skeleton repair bed. Yeah, we need a couple of these. What do these take? 5 electrical components, 4 iron plates. Yeah, that's fine. Let's put 3 skeleton beds in here. Torquinator can get to work on that. There you go. Go for it, Torquinator. Get all that shit done. Okay. Now we got that planned. The second thing that I want to do is I found a better model. Thanks to somebody that suggested this, I found a better model for our ruin. So I'm gonna replace the dome ruin, the the Thunderdome, with a better version, and see if it looks cooler. This one is a little bit run down, and the bottom part is kind of getting in the way of like the future tournaments that we're gonna hold. So let me see if we can get Watson over here replacing this Thunderdome with a new enhanced version. Alright, so I've had Watson go ahead and change out the arena building, the Thunderdome, with this one. This is actually the Black Market building, which somebody suggested I should swap out. The only problem that the Black Market building has over the Dome Ruin is that it actually doesn't have any AI pathing. So as you can see, Watson can walk right through the walls. This building is not actually complete. So I don't know what kind of problems it's going to cause in the future. However, it is kind of the best looking arena building. And as you can see, there's like... Yeah, I don't think this building is just quite complete because there's like no ramps or anything for the center circle. However, it does look pretty cool, and I think we can use this. If for some reason, you know, we find this building fixes itself, I'll go ahead and replace it later. Hopefully, we might need to make enough room with walls so that we have enough room to rebuild it later. Because right now, this building has no data as far as like, there's no like I can build walls inside of it, so it's just like a not complete building at all. So it's actually, yeah. If that makes any sense. Either way, this will be a pretty good building for us. I'm going to go ahead and build some walls now, though, because we're going to need to build... we're going to need to enclose this in a little bit. And we're also going to need to build a prison. So, first of all, let's go ahead and start maybe building some walls around it and see what we can do here. Let's go defensive wall. We're going to make big high walls. And we're going to need a place where we can take our prisoners and bring them into the arena. And we are kind of like on the border here of the end of the map, but we might have enough room over here to go. Yeah, I think we have enough room maybe to build a prison there. Let me just see what options we have. There we go. What do you think about that? An Outpost Prison right there on the water, right next to the arena. Bam, that would be awesome. And then we could put some walls around this little area here. And so then we can take people from the prison into the arena to fight and then back to the prison. I like that. That's pretty cool. And we've got some water here, so it's a little bit harder for them to escape. Nice. All right, let's build that right on the water. That's going to take 50 building materials. So, yeah, it's going to take us a minute. Alright, so we got our walls built around the arena and the prison. So that's pretty cool. And we got a little bit of extra room in case we need to place anything, or we can build these walls out even further if we want. But this is really just going to be the arena and prison, and not really too much more. Maybe we'll put some sparring dummies over here along this wall. I think that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, other than that... Actually, no, hold on. If I want to put sparring dummies, let me fix this wall real quick. I'll move this out around the water a little bit. There we go. We got a little bit more room there, so we can put some sparring dummies and so forth. That's pretty cool. I like this. And, yeah, and then so from inside, you'll be able to see a little bit of moonshine, but it'll be surrounded by walls. And, yeah, this is going to fill this out nicely. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's get this done. Let's build this project. Watson, you got your work cut out for you, man. He's already got a lot of building materials. We still have some on the ground here from dismantling the old building. So, let's get the walls up first. There we go. Got a lot of people doing their thing. We need Crazy Lizard and Lady Sharky doing the farming. Apple's gonna make us some food again. And we probably should get some people up on the turrets. Let's go ahead and get Blessed up there so we can provide some cover fire. And we'll also get Hayes up there. No, actually Hayes is doing something else. Let's get Magnus up there. This is gonna take a little while to get all these walls up. Each one of these walls takes 4 building materials. Oh gosh. Alright, I've run into a little bit of a problem here. We finished the walls, which look amazing. But we can't seem to build the Outpost Prison, however, because it's in the water, and I guess you need to build it from the middle. So we're gonna have to dismantle this bad boy and reposition it. Alright, I think I got this figured out. I needed to place the Outpost Prison first, and then... once you confirm that, then you have to go back into the build menu and then build the Outpost Prison ramp, which then allows your character to run up the ramp and build this thing. So we still should be able to build in the water, which is amazing. Okay, perfect. Things are looking good here. All right, Lee and Apple, get to work on making building materials because we're gonna need a lot of those. Alright, then the next thing that we're going to have to do is upgrade our walls. I'm going to have to disable these turrets, I believe. And once I get rid of those turrets, we should be able to upgrade these walls, hopefully. No, I guess you can't upgrade Defensive Wall 2s to Defensive Walls 3. Because it doesn't seem to be letting me anywhere I select. Man, that really sucks. Alright. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do a little... I want to fix just the front for right now, and then we can go back and upgrade the rest of the walls later. Alright, there we go. I finally figured this out. Okay, so... redid everything, and I put walls straight across, so now they have to go through both gates, and I put another watchtower on this side, so we can do a couple more turrets up there. So this is perfect. This is it. I'm not changing it again. Oh my god. Alright. Fooling around with walls, it just takes a lot of time. Okay. Alright, well, we finally got our prison built. Let's take a look at this thing. This is nice. So, what we have to do is swim over to it. And I'm only swimming 2 miles an hour. Alright, so anyway, yeah. Let's go up here, take a look. And here we are. Nice. So we got a bottom floor. As you can see, the camera angle, it's a little weird. When you switch to floor 1, it kind of takes you... Yeah. So the camera just doesn't go down far enough, I guess, for floor 0. But if you zoom in, you can still place things in here, so it's not a big deal. It's just weird when you zoom out. You can see kind of like both floors. But anyway, on floor 1, you have more stuff here. And then even on the top floor. So floor 2. So this is great. We could put tons of prisons up here and have like a nice area for cages and things. And then we can bring out the prisoners and bring them down into the arena when they're ready to fight. This is so cool. This is gonna be awesome. I like it. And yeah, this is pretty neat being in here, because if you have just 2 people fighting, you'll be able to see all the action. So we're still building up our watchtower. We also have to build out these walls and get these walls up. Watchtower is going to take a little while. We do have a materials trader on their way and a caravan visit as well. Oh no, the caravan is headed towards the hideout. Okay, well, we're not going to be there for that. We do have the skeleton repair beds complete. So we can get people fixing up their arms if we need to. Let's actually have Watson come down and repair himself. And Twerkinator as well. There we go. So now we can repair everybody's limbs. No problem. Let's get Crazy Lizard and Blessed. Let's just get everybody's limbs repaired here. Alright, let's speak to the materials trader. We're gonna need some building materials. Let's get Watson over here. Let's have him fill up with building materials. And let's get Twerkinator over here too. Let's get as many as we can. Oh, we need to sell some of those beak thing eggs. Alright, we're up to 25,000. And we've got plenty of building materials. We should be able to at least get the tower built. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, get these walls up, Watson. So 2 towers will be amazing. The next time we get attacked by Holy Nation, we're going to be ready for them. Alright, I'm going to get Watson back to doing weapon smithing, because we got to get his skill up. He's at 11 right now, but he's been working on engineering lately. And I need to get Amistein's weapon or armor crafting higher, so let's go ahead and start making stuff. I guess I'll have Amistine making samurai armor. Alright, now that we've things have settled down a little bit, we got our mission accomplished here with building the walls around the prison and the arena. Let's get back over here to researching. We got Crazy Lizard over here with 5 AI cores, so let's go ahead and drop these in. We also dropped some of the engineering research and ancient science books over here. And let's go ahead and make sure we store our goodies down here in the chest. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get Crazy Lizard researching. Let's assign him here. Bring this up front for the job. Okay. Alright, what can we research? We can research a double barrel harpoon turret. Edge walkers. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. We need more AI cores, though. Alright, so we could get double barrel harpoon turrets. I think edge walkers will probably be better. Yeah, let's get edge walkers and advanced weapon grades so that we can make the best weapon smithing stuff. We could get a hybrid stone mine, but I don't think that's really important right now. Hydroponics, so we can grow indoors. It would be nice, but I don't think we need it right now. I would like to get more battery power. Advanced battery power. Advanced battery capacity. I think we need, yeah, capacity more than we need anything else. Alright, let's get the double barrel harpoon turret. Let's get the double barrel spotlight. And let's get the battery capacity. Alright, that's all we can research. But not bad. Because I've noticed, look at our battery charge, it's negative. We're actually losing charge here. So we actually probably need more small wind generators. Well, we'll build more eventually. We're going to be extending the walls of Moonshine at some point. It's probably a little bit out this way. Yeah. We're going to start building people their own homes at some point. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get Twerkinator over here and start building some prisoner cages. We're going to need a lot of prisoner cages in our prison so that we can bring people over into the arena. So let's go ahead and see if we can just get a few of those built. Alright guys, here's what I've got. So up here on the top floor, I went ahead and put a ton of cages and just some metal, interior wall metals to kind of block the area and kind of create like a row. So this is pretty cool. So then you can kind of run up the ramp and you can go to any one of these cages, and there should be enough room where you can get in between them. So you always want to leave enough room for pathing, so hopefully that is enough room there. So that's good. And then on the bottom floor, you won't be able to see this until I confirm. I went ahead and did kind of the same thing, just in a different design. But you can come up here and you can see all kinds of different prisoner cages. So we'll be able to store like the higher ranking people upstairs and the more dangerous people, and then we can put the less dangerous people on the first floor. So that'll be kind of cool. Alright, so on floor 0, which is down here, I didn't really put anything yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to put down there yet. So we'll kind of leave this for now. We're going to need a ton of iron plates, so this is going to take Twerkinator literally days to get all this done, because each one of these prisoner cages takes 5 iron plates. Oh man. Alright. That is a lot. I've got, oh, we got some bandits here. Dust bandits. Oh, sweet. We might be able to, get some prisoners if we can hurry up and get this stuff built. We're gonna need Twerkinator to run up to the, way station here. Grab some materials. We're probably gonna need Watson as well up there. But, I think we'll leave Watson doing some crafting, because that's what he's up to right now. We really need him to get weapon crafting, his skill higher there. So things are looking good. I've got a couple of us out here, just me, Darth, and Yeflin, and Henry, just killing anything that gets in the way. And we've got Magnus and Mop Bucket up top, and Blessed pegging people from a distance, so that's pretty awesome. You can see these guys are filled with arrows, or bolts. Nice. Alright, let's get Twerkinator up to the way station, grab some iron plates, and come back and see if we can build some of this stuff out. Twerkinator's made it to the way station. Let's see how many iron plates they have available. $34. Okay, we'll fill up. We're going to sell these old treasure maps. We don't need them. And we could sell probably these guardless katanas. Don't need those either. Looks like we have all the blueprints, so yeah. We'll grab a couple more iron plates. Perfect. That'll be enough to get us started, at least. Yeah, we'll get Watson helping out Torquinator here. But I love how you could just see both the arena, the prison, and Moonshine from here. It's so great. Alright, Torquinator's back. Get to work, Torquinator. Now we're getting attacked by Band of Bones. Oh, nice hit! Oh, that's great. They can shoot from so far away. Wow. We're gonna be ready for the Holy Nation when they come back. Oh, somebody hit Darth. I think somebody hit Darth with a wild bolt. Because there's no way that guy would have taken him down. Alright, Torquinator's got us one prisoner cage so far. Darth is getting back up. He's like, what the hell? What the hell, man? Watch where you're aiming. You do have to be careful with friendly fire. Let's take a look. Is any of these guys dead or alive? Oh, this guy here. Let's first aid him. He's still got all his limbs, so... Band of Bones. He's got a 28 attack. That's not bad. Alright, let's pick him up and take him in. Take him into the prison. Alright, Yeflin, let's see. We got any other ones? That guy's dead. Got a dust bandit here who's dying. Alright, first aid this guy. And we'll put him in the cage. They're all gonna die from hunger, I wonder. Do they get fed? I haven't had prisoners in a while, so... I don't know. I guess they'll feed themselves. Or it'll keep them kind of like at low hunger. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, let's just focus on gathering prisoners. The only downside with the prisoners, and a lot of times the reason I didn't really do this kind of thing in the past is because every time you update the game, it wipes out all the prisoners, so you have to like get the prisoners again. So it's kind of a pain, but I think we'll probably get Amistine crafting like some sparring armor for the arena, so that everybody's got the same armor. I'm not exactly sure what that'll be. Maybe samurai armor, so that we can have a real battle. I'll have to go look through it and see what we're going to use. The other thing I'm going to do is put up probably a few turrets over here. We need a wall ramp so that we can get up here. We'll put a ramp there and I guess a ramp there. Oh, no. No ramp there, because you're not going to be able to get on it. Oh, they're not going to be able to get on that ramp either. Yeah, I guess that's the downside of building, like, on an uneven ground. So, kind of have a problem here. Alright, well, we're not going to have turrets over there anyway. Because, damn, actually, that would be nice to have some turrets. Alright, well, I guess I can put one here. And they can run across. We'll only put, like, 3 turrets. Maybe 3 or 4. Probably don't need that many anyway. But maybe, like, 3 to 4 right here. That they can still hit, fire from there. Because even if we did put them over on this wall, they wouldn't be able to probably hit the guys hammering on the gate, so... Alright, we'll just confirm that. Let's see, what other things are we gonna do here? Do we really want to put training... I guess we'll put a couple training dummies, I don't know. Alright, so I put some training dummies down here. So we'll build that. Also a searchlight over there. And at the entrance here. And at the other entrance as well. So that way, we can kind of see something. Let's see. We're still gonna need some other things. So one of the new things with the recent update is that you can actually now pause construction down here. So if I pause, it says it's paused. Let's see, is he going to stop building it? Yeah, it looks like he is. So that's pretty cool. The developer has listened, because I don't know how many times I wished that there was, you know, a pause button so that you can kind of prioritize building. So that's pretty cool. So we'll unpause it for now because we need that built anyway. So that's pretty cool. One of the other things with the recent update is that in the AI tab, there is a eject enemies from base option. So if you're at your home base, characters will pick up any KO'd enemies and drop them outside of your gates. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool things in here that you can turn on and off. So don't forget about these options. All right, Twerkinator's doing a pretty good job here. We've got quite a few prisoner cages now. Still gonna be a while, but we've got 2 captured guys right now. This guy is malnourished, and this guy has plenty of food. He's gonna be in a recovery coma for the next century, but slowly we'll try to gather more people to fight. Alright, one of the other things we need more small wind generators. We don't have enough, and we're running out of power. So we're gonna have to place some more of these bad boys somewhere. I don't think you can put them on the ramps, can you? Let's take a look. Ah, that would be great if you could. I don't want to put them on the towers because we're going to need those. I need to put them up on top of something, but we don't have any room. I might have to build a building just for that reason. Because, let's see, these things are going at max efficiency 100%. Okay, that's good. Alright, what kind of buildings do we have? Well, I think I'm going to place a couple storm houses. Now, one of the things is I wanted to build everybody their own house, but I don't know if that's going to be feasible. I guess we might be able to if we extend out a ways, but we're going to have to make them small houses, no larger than a storm house, because there's just no way we can build like everybody an epic house. So we're going to have to keep them small. And although I could do like a double house where like part of the room is one person, the other part is another, something like that. But I guess we'll just stick with the storm houses. Those seem to be the best for like an actual house for an individual. So yeah, these things are quite nice. I can't build right there. There's not enough room. Although I can start building out along this wall, but I'm just going to build 2 houses for now. And on top of them, we'll put a couple more small wind generators. We've got Reacted Wing and Mr. Killer over here trying to get the iron. We need more iron plates, so we got the ore drill going as quick as it can. Oh my god, we're getting attacked by a ton of these swamp raptors. Holy crap. They are literally just coming. We killed a few and then like more of them were coming. Unreal. Watson had to leave the workbench and wonder what's going on out here. Well done, fellas. Wiping out swamp raptor nests. Alright, let me go ahead and just start getting rid of these things. Oh, hold on a second. Let me try this new AI thing here. We go eject enemies from the base. Let's see what happens. I guess everybody's gonna pitch in. Oh man, they're gonna go all the way outside. Hell yeah. Oh my god, more of them. Alright, kill them all. There we go, Lee. Get in there. Nicely done, Crazy. Navia, I have done you proud. That's awesome. So they'll just automatically start taking bodies out. Hold on, pick up Henry. Let's get Henry back inside before somebody tries to butcher him. I wonder why Darth isn't picking any of them up. Oh, nice hit. We gotta do something about these swamp raptors. Oh, red sabers have been removed from Moonshine. Wow. Oh, there's Darth. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how the AI option works, but it seems to be working fairly well here. Just take out all the corpses, throw them outside. Okay, there's something wrong with the AI function because it's making everybody walk. Oh, no. Alright, turn that off. It's making everybody walk. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna have to go through and make sure nobody's set to walk. Alright, not bad. We're getting there. Torquinator is gonna try to get this light finished. Seems to be taking his sweet time trying to get any of this stuff done. Oh, we got one light. I've got Amistine over here crafting a bunch of stuff that we can use later on. We got a lot of chests filled here with some pretty decent equipment. A lot of stuff here. Tons of turtlenecks that we can sell. And we still got some decent weapons. So yeah, we still got a lot of work to do yet. But things are coming along nicely. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more Kenshi in the future, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys again in the next one. Take care.